Good evening and welcome to the second of 6 shows over 5 days that make up the 16th annual Canadian Folk Music Awards. We're really excited to be back. And I'm Graham Lindsey, co-president of the Canadian Folk Music Awards. I'm based out of Ottawa. I'm very pleased tonight to be joined by my colleague on the board, April O'Donoghue, who's from the Eastern Townships in Quebec. Hey, April, how are you?
I'm fine, Graham. How are you?
Doing very, very well. It's great to be here. Great to see you tonight.
Same, likewise. Yes.
Well, I can say we would love to have been here in person. We were supposed to be in Charlottetown, but, well, you know, things happened and we can't do that. We're really excited to be breaking new ground like we did in 2020. We were, I think, 3 weeks after the pandemic was announced. We were live virtually with our awards show, but we're excited to be breaking new ground, presenting these awards virtually this year with more showcases and just an expanded format. Program. Sorry, April, go ahead.
That's okay. And I just want to say what showcases. Boy, last night it was really amazing. I discovered 5 artists and they were so talented. I'm impressed. À travers le Canada en entier, là, on a du talent tellement extraordinaire que j'en reviens pas.
Absolutely. And I did want to say, if anyone wants to look up last night's performances, you can find us. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can definitely check out our website for our Facebook and YouTube channels, or you can just go to facebook.com or youtube.com, search for the Canadian Folk Music Awards, and you'll be able to find the other performances that are happening this weekend. We definitely want to make sure that you see everything that you want. We'd love to have you check out more artists. And I will say the program for the entire series of presentations of performances this weekend can be found at folkawards.ca. That's FOLK awards.ca.
Alors en français, je vais juste dire un petit peu parce qu'il a parlé pas mal en anglais. Alors bonsoir et bienvenue tout le monde à la deuxième de nos 6 émissions. Réparties sur 5 jours, conçues pour vous, elle constitue la 16e édition des Prix de musique folk canadienne. Et puis, croyez-moi, on aurait vraiment préféré faire tout ça en personne, mais on est quand même ravis d'innover en vous présentant ces spectacles en ligne. Le programme complet des spectacles est disponible sur le site web à prisfolk.ca.
And tonight, we're delighted to present From Far and Wide 2. It's the second of the 2 in the series, and it features 5 more of this year's nominees. We've chosen them from across Canada, and they represent a variety of genres, ranging from traditional instrumentalists to contemporary singer-songwriters. All performances are free and suitable for all ages.
Et ce soir, on est très heureux de vous présenter D'ici et d'ailleurs 2, une soirée avec 5 autres artistes en nomination cette année, provenant de tout le Canada et représentant une foule de genres musicaux, des instrumentistes très traditionnels aux autrices et auteurs, compositeurs, interprètes contemporains. Toutes les prestations sont gratuites et conviennent à tous les publics.
And although the performers are receiving an honoraria, we're giving them something small. The amount is nominal, and as you know, the past year has been devastating to the performing arts. So if you're able to donate something, we'll have information on the screen and accompanying the videos, so you can donate if you feel if you're able and if you feel that you can. And please note that 100% of donations will be divided evenly between all the performing artists for the event. We're asking people to consider donating via PayPal, and any amount that you can give will be gratefully appreciated, and it will help support the artists, the performers during these difficult times.
Alors, comme il vient de dire, les artistes reçoivent des honoraires, mais un montant pas mal minime. Alors, comme vous le savez, l'année écoulée a été dévastatrice pour les arts du spectacle. C'est pourquoi on va accepter les dons durant nos soirées spectacles. La totalité des dons sera répartie équitablement entre tous les artistes qui vont faire des prestations. Et nous vous demandons, chers amis spectateurs et spectatrices, pensez à faire un don via PayPal. Tout montant, aussi menu soit-il, sera apprécié. Toutes vos contributions viendront soutenir nos artistes en des temps très difficiles.
We would like to acknowledge and honor the original people from this land, coast to coast to coast, who have lived on these territories for thousands of years. Thank you to the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis for sharing space as we celebrate the creativity and diversity of the folk music community.
Nous reconnaissons et rendons hommage aux premiers habitants de ce territoire qui va d'un océan à l'autre et qu'ils habitent depuis des milliers d'années. Nos remerciements aux Premières Nations, aux Inuits et aux Métis de partager ces espaces, alors que nous célébrons la créativité et la diversité de la communauté de la musique folk.
And now it's our great pleasure to introduce the first performer for tonight. Benjamin Barrile is an amazing guitarist from Toronto. In fact, he prefers to express his emotions through his guitar rather than words. His compositions are progressive, but deeply rooted in the ancient traditions of flamenco. In fact, he spent time in Spain studying under several great maestros. He is nominated for the Instrumental Solo Artist of the Year, and we'd love you to have a listen to see why.
Et maintenant, pour notre premier artiste de la soirée, Benjamin Barrile. Pour ceux qui le connaissent, c'est un guitariste fascinant qui nous arrive de Toronto. Homme de peu de mots, Benjamin préfère exprimer ses émotions avec les cordes de sa guitare. On peut dire de ses compositions qu'elles sont contemporaines, mais profondément enracinées dans les traditions du flamenco authentique que Benjamin a étudié en Espagne avec plusieurs des grands maîtres. Ce soir, il est en nomination pour le prix de l'instrumentiste solo de l'année. Alors donc, écoutons Benjamin Barrile et sa guitare pour entendre et sentir ce qu'il a à nous dire.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Barrile. I'd like to thank the CFMA for giving me the opportunity to virtually perform for you. This first song is called Vivir sin vivir, which translated from Spanish means living without living. It's my attempt at sonically depicting a whirlwind of emotions, how life can change in an instant, the calm before the storm. And for all you guitarists out there, I have the 6-string tuned down to a low B, which gives me access to far deeper tones than the guitar usually permits. And on percussion, I'm joined by Leon. thanks again for this opportunity to virtually perform for you. This last number is called Apesadumbrado, which I suppose the closest translation would be deep sorrow or deep lament. If you can imagine a song or an apology, this might be it. Once again, on percussion, I'm joined by Chen de Leon. On violin, Jessica Hannah Deutsch. And on double bass, Dustin Chaskins. Thank you again.
Wow. Thank you, Benjamin. That was an outstanding performance. And April, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Jessica Deutsch, who's on the violin there, she's also a nominee this year in a different group.
Yes, her and her band Osere were nominated for Instrumental Group of the Year, le groupe instrumental de l'année. Alors, vous allez eu un 2 pour 1. You had a 2 for 1 tonight, folks.
Exactly. And our next performer comes from British Columbia. Sarah Jane Scouten is nominated for English Songwriter of the Year. Steeped in North American and British folk music, she was raised in a musical family where singing harmony was more common than watching TV. She has 4 albums. Her music, a mix of folk and country, is as relevant today as it is rooted in the music of her forebears. Through her songs, she explores love in all its forms, from the love of a place, a time, the natural world, and all its inhabitants. This is not the first time she is nominated for a CFMA, and let's wish her luck for 2021. Let's hope it'll be her year again.
Elle vient de Colombie-Britannique. C'est notre deuxième artiste de la soirée. Elle est en nomination au titre d'autrice-compositrice anglophone de l'année et elle s'appelle Sarah Jane Scouten. Imprégnée de musique folk britannique et nord-américaine, Sarah Jane a grandi dans une famille de musiciens où on chantait en harmonie plutôt que de regarder la télévision. Elle a 4 albums à son actif dans un mélange pétillant de folk et de country, tout aussi pertinent aujourd'hui qu'il s'enracine dans la musique de ses ancêtres. Dans ses chansons, elle explore les facettes de l'amour romantique, celui d'un lieu, d'une époque, de la nature et de tous ses habitants. Ce n'est pas sa première nomination au PMFC. Souhaitons-lui bonne chance pour cette année. Joignez-vous à moi pour accueillir Sarah Jane Scouten.
Why can't I be happy? They say that I deserve it. I'm a straight white female pseudo-intellectual who loves RuPaul's Drag Race like any self-respecting woman. He says, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody when you can't love yourself? Can I get an amen up in here? That kinda makes me frightened, 'cause I spent some time self-loathing. Because the first time you break your heart, I mean it really rips you apart. Like how pneumonia gets in your lungs and it weakens your resistance to love. I could go to law school, take over Daddy's practice. It would make Nana happy, and that's something hard to do these days. I'm going to get married, so rest your minds at ease, alright. I've written 50 songs I like, that's kind of an accomplishment, but nothing makes them happy like continuing the family with a handsome Belgian husband who speaks a billion languages. And on the first time he breaks his heart, when he says goodbye to his father, I'm gonna show him just what I've got and discover what it means to love. My mother died in childbirth. I was almost 2 years old. It was in 1988, that makes it 33 years ago. I felt I had to tell you, it's something that defines me, like people who see auras or were abducted by aliens. Kind of have a problem with issues of abandonment. It makes it hard to love somebody, but it never stopped me trying. Because the first time you break your heart, I mean it really rips you apart. Like how pneumonia gets in your lungs and it weakens your resistance to love. I'm a rattlesnake, don't throw your sticks and stones, 'cause when I call you names, you're on the telephone to your mama who will come and lick your wounds. I'm a rattlesnake, don't throw your sticks and stones. I'm a rattlesnake, I'm gonna shed my skin, I'm gonna break my back, I'm gonna shake my thing, kick your steel toes off, I'm gonna make it sting. I'm a rattlesnake, I'm gonna rattle and ring. I'm a rattlesnake, don't you tread on me. If you don't like my bite, don't make me bare my teeth. You wanna pull them out, you wanna cut my tail, but I'm a rattlesnake, I'm gonna hurt like hell. I'm made of chloroform, I'm a burning bush, I'm a summer storm. I could take your life, don't you blow your horn. I'm a rattlesnake, don't say I didn't warn you. All right, thank you. I'm gonna sing you one last song. It is based on a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson called Crossing the Bar. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call from me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. When I put out to sea. When I put out to sea, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which moves from out the boundless deep turns again home. Turns again home. Turns again home, when that which moves from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. When I embark. When I embark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. But though from out our bourne of time and place the flood shall bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. When I have crossed the bar. When I have crossed the bar, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. When I have crossed the bar, when I have crossed the bar, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Thank you.
Wow, c'est toute une prestation, ça. Merci, Sarah Jane. Graham, did you hear her? I find that she has a way of singing so that you really hear the words. The words come into you, and like the way she, I don't know how she does it, but she really makes me focus on the words. Like, what a singer.
I found that too. She really reaches where often, as an instrumental musician that I am, I find that I focus more on the melody. In the case of most performers, just my brain goes there. But there are rare cases where somebody can draw me into the words, and when that happens, it's a special thing. It just reaches me in a different place. So. And I'm really excited to bring that to our next artist. Our next performers are Beauséjour. They are a prairie Canadian folk country duo composed of Jocelyne Beribeau from Manitoba, and she's also the vice president of the Canadian Folk Music Awards. She's also on our board and executive. And Danny Boudreau from New Brunswick. The first time I heard them was back at the last in-person Canadian Folk Music Awards back in Calgary in 2019.
You know, I've been working with Jocelyne on the board, and I didn't know all this time what a talent she was until, I heard her more recently, so I was really surprised, like I was impressed. Notre prochaine prestation nous fait découvrir un duo envoûtant, Beauséjour, du folk country entre terre et mer comme surf and turf, venant des prairies et de l'Acadie avec Jocelyne Beribeau du Manitoba et Danny Boudreau du Nouveau-Brunswick. Les compositions de Beauséjour sont des instantanés de moments vécus en tournée. Elles ont été écrites au Manitoba, au Québec et sur la côte Est. Le duo est en nomination pour le prix du groupe vocal de l'année. Réunis par l'amour des grands espaces, Beauséjour, c'est la musique folk et country au parfum des champs de blé mélangés aux airs salins de l'Atlantique. Ils tiennent à remercier Musique Action pour son appui. Accueillons ensemble, en respirant à plein poumon, Beauséjour.
And as you said, April, they are a surf and turf duo. She's a little bit prairie, he's a little bit Acadian, and they are nominated for the Vocal Group of the Year. They would like to thank Musique Action for their support. Let's have a look.
Bonjour, hi. Je m'appelle Jocelyne Beribeau. I'm one half of the duo Beauséjour. I live in Manitoba. The other half of Beauséjour lives in New Brunswick, and that's far away. We haven't had an opportunity to sing together all year. Our last shows were in Vancouver at the Festival du Bois, where we had a beautiful crowd of people gathered singing and dancing, and it's a very good souvenir. Merci au Prix de la musique folk canadienne. Thank you to the Canadian Folk Music Awards for inviting us to give this a try to sing together today. It's going to be an adventure, but we're really happy to try and to get to create together. We are accompanied by Jessie Mea and by Justin Doucet. Merci beaucoup à vous deux les gars. You guys, I miss you lots, and I'm looking forward to playing with you for real as soon as we can.
La belle aventure de Beauséjour a débuté avec la chanson Lucille Star.
tant d'histoires dans ton regard et tant de mots dans tes silences et dans le bleu de tes yeux noirs, les vagues de la mer en délivrance.
Jamais trop tôt, jamais trop tard, tu es toujours de circonstance, comme un train qui quitte la gare pour les prairies de ton enfance, quand le soleil dit bonjour,
que la nuit rencontre le jour.
une voix me rappelle toujours
Que peu importe les détours,
avec tes yeux lucide star, tu iras loin, tu iras fort, avec ta voix puis ta guitare, tu n'as jamais cherché la gloire.
comme la lumière dans un phare qui vient traverser la nuit pour que les bateaux ne s'égarent la nuit quand la lune est absente.
Tu arrives toujours de nulle part, tout comme la marée montante, bien ancré dans ta mémoire, tant de souvenirs qui tournent, quand le soleil dit bonjour,
Que la nuit rencontre le jour.
une voix me rappelle toujours
Que peu importe les détours,
avec tes yeux de lucide star, tu iras loin, tu iras fort, avec ta voix puis ta guitare, tu n'as jamais cherché la gloire.
avec
Tes yeux lucide star, tu iras loin, tu iras fort, avec ta voix puis ta guitare, tu n'as jamais cherché la gloire. Avec ta voix puis ta guitare, tu n'as jamais cherché la gloire. Dans l'univers country de Jocelyne Baribeau, il y avait la grande Crystal Gale, puis dans le mien, évidemment, il y en avait une coupe, hein, Jocelyne?
Danny, notre première tournée, tu m'as expliqué qu'il y avait une longue liste d'artistes country.
Earl et Willie, Buck Holmes et Twitty, le vieux country a changé ma one more time. Early, back home to Tweedy. Le vieux country a changé ma vie. Premier venu fait ses premiers pas. Soudain il arrive en courant.
Je l'ai vu grandir, traverser le temps, été, automne, hiver, printemps.
84 saisons dans cette maison. 84 saisons dans cette maison. Il y a tant de vie et tant d'émotions rangées dans ces boîtes de carton.
Tant de souvenirs quitter la maison vers de nouveaux horizons.
84 saisons dans cette maison. 84 saisons dans cette maison. Nos histoires résonnent dans le silence de la cuisine au salon.
Comme au premier jour, le vide et l'absence du plancher jusqu'au plafond.
84 saisons dans cette maison. 84
Merci, Beauséjour. To me, April, I find that it's really interesting that a band in two different provinces can still make music in the pandemic, and it's something that I've been very interested in for the entire duration, making sure that events continue, like the Canadian Folk Music Awards, and it's really great to know that to know that they were able to produce a New Brunswick and a Manitoba based video with multiple screens.
By the way, on that note, these guys were like performing from different directions, but last night, did you hear Coco Love Alcorn? She's all alone, but she had a way to really connect with us. Like, I really felt like I was right there in her house or wherever that was. I mean, I'm very impressed on how performers are learning to do that. It's not easy talking to a screen.
I completely agree. We've all been doing it, and it's this whole Zoom thing that's just outstanding. So much fun for everybody, but the ability to translate what's happening in one room across the internet and to many different locations is just to me, it's fantastic that they can do that. So that's wonderful. So April, are you ready for some great Celtic music?
Oh God, yes. I mean, I did this festival. I did this festival, and so I really miss live music. La musique en direct me manque, là, puis la musique celtique surtout. Alors, j'ai vraiment hâte au prochain.
And I'm involved with a Celtic festival just west of Ottawa as well, and it's the type of music I play most often, and I'm very excited about this as well. So I'm excited, and we welcome Beòlach to the stage now, and they are from Cape Breton. After a long break where the demands of their successful solo careers and family took over, the group has reformed, this time as a quartet. 3 of the original members, Maddie Rankin, Mac Moran, and Wendy McIsaac, are joined by Matt McIsaac as well, and he's on pipes and guitar in this performance. These award-winning musicians make amazing music, and now they have a new recording called All Hands. They're nominated for 2 CFMAs, Instrumental Group and Traditional Album of the Year. Get ready to be transported to Cape Breton.
On ne demande jamais à un auditoire s'il est prêt pour de la musique celtique, car on connaît déjà la réponse. Beòlach vient de l'île du Cap-Breton. Après une longue pause, des carrières solo réussies et des vies de famille tout aussi prenantes, le groupe se reforme et c'est maintenant un quatuor. Maddie Rankin, Mac Moran et Wendy McIsaac, ces 3 membres d'origine, ont accueilli le joueur de cornemuse Matt McIsaac. Ces musiciens couronnés de laurier nous présentent une musique d'antan, mais d'aujourd'hui, comme vous verrez. Leur plus récent album s'intitule All Hands. Beòlach est en lice avec 2 nominations ce soir, groupe instrumental de l'année et l'album de l'année traditionnel. Préparez-vous au voyage. Nous partons avec Beòlach pour le Cap-Breton.
Well, you got that right, Mac. That was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you, Beòlach. That was amazing. Brought us back to our Celtic roots for a little while in the middle of all this nice folk. So,
well, but that's interesting because Celtic is folk. It's well woven in with the fabric of the folk world. So it's they're one and the same.
Yeah, a lot of the roots actually of folk developed from ancient Celtic music. And
yeah.
So anyway,
and we're gonna juxtapose two things now, because the tradition, and then our next group is called Sussex. They come from Montreal, and their bio says they're genre bending, which is absolutely correct. And you've got Rob Lutz on guitar, Michel Eminot on vibraphone. And their album is called The Ocean Wide, and you've heard this, I know, April, and you've heard them. What are your thoughts? My mind is blown.
This is a great one to end on. Like, these four musicians are amazing. The set is like really great, so I think everyone's going to really love this. Sussex, ce sont des Montréalais. Ils jouent. C'est un groupe éclectique. Ils jouent un peu de tout. Le groupe, en fait, c'est Rob Lutz, qui est très connu auteur, compositeur, interprète, souvent récompensé, et le fameux vibraphoniste Michael Eminot. Puis ensemble, ils sont très créateurs, comme on dirait. Ils mélangent les genres, du folk, du blues, du jazz, de l'americana. Vous allez voir, même dans un morceau, vous allez tout entendre tout ça, je pense, parce que c'est vraiment, ils mélangent les genres. On ne peut pas mettre des catégories sur ces gars-là. Puis ils ont pour invités spéciaux à la trompette Ivanoé Jolicoeur, puis à la clarinette et au sax Bruno Lamarche. Ils sont au fond là, peut-être le social distancing, puis ils jouent leur trompette, leur clarinette, leur sax, puis wow, c'est de la bonne musique. J'ai hâte d'avoir vos opinions.
And as you said, April, but in English, Rob and Michel are joined by Ivanoé Jolicoeur on trumpet and Bruno Lamarche on clarinet and saxophone. I'm doing my best to pronounce French, even though I'm an Anglophone. I'm giving it a try. And as you said, they're physically distanced, socially distanced, but they're in one location, and it's really wonderful to hear four musicians playing together, and especially hearing winds play. It's a wonderful thing.
Puis ils sont en nomination pour le prix du groupe de l'année au CFMA.
Exactly. So the Ensemble of the Year nominees, one of the nominees for Ensemble of the Year is Sussex, and we're about to hear them. I'm excited. I hope you like it.
On les applaudit bien fort pour les accueillir à travers la cyberespace.
Well, I will dance like a demon, so I'll bounce like a ball. I wanna be up on that wall. I will scale shaky ladders, I will bleed and I will brawl, 'cause I wanna be up on that wall. Just to see how the view is up on top of the hill, and pull my mind out to the clouds. There's this vast new horizon that I aim to fill. If I can get myself out of this crowd. So I cling to mortar in a slow, desperate crawl. I wanna be up on that wall. I would steal the wings of angels, I would take the devil's call, 'cause I wanna be up on that wall. If my head could be quiet, I could leave this parade, but I can't quite step out of the line. There's a deep voice calling me out from the shade, like a heartbeat under the wine. Well, you build it and you climb it and you climb it till you fall, 'cause you wanna be up on that wall. But do you even remember, do you even recall why you wanna be up on that wall? Just to see how the view is up on top of the hill. Pull your mind out of the clouds. There's a vast new horizon, but you know you never will. Get yourself out of this crowd. I'm going to introduce everybody in the band. Behind me right here is Mr. Bruno Lamarche. This is Ivano Jolicoeur on trumpet and flugelhorn, and this is Michael Emino on the vibraphone. My name is Rob Lutz. I know you're all applauding at home. So thank you very much, and thanks for coming on La Trame avec nous. We're going to finish up with a little bluesy piece called Love in Vain. Thanks to the whole team who put this together, and thanks to Resonance. And here we go. Well, I went down to the station, suitcase in my hand. I went down to the station, suitcase in my hand. Well, it's hard to tell when all your love's in vain, all your love's in vain. The train come in the station, I looked her in the eye. When the train come in the station, baby, well, I looked her in the eye. Well, I felt so sad and lonesome, all I could do was cry, all my love's in vain. When the train left the station, 2 lights on behind. When the train left the station, 2 lights on behind. Well, the red light was my blues and the blue light was my mind. All my love's in vain. Here I go. down to the station, baby. Suitcase in my hand. I went down to the station. Suitcase in my hand. Well, it's hard to tell when all your love's in vain, all your love's in vain. When the train left the station, two lights on behind. The train left the station, two lights on behind. Well, the red light was my blues and the blue light was my mind. All my love's in vain, here we go. Good night.
Thanks to all the great artists who shared their music with us tonight, and congratulations to all of this year's nominees. I'd also like to thank the rest of our volunteer board. They've put in lots and lots of hours into the production of the Canadian Folk Music Awards this year, and we also have many other volunteers, and I would like to thank them as well, and everybody from the volunteers to our publicist, Kimberly Sinclair at Spin Count. Absolutely impossible to do something of this magnitude without so many people. Please join us tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern for our Indigenous Artist Showcase, and that features 6 incredible Indigenous nominees, including A.W. Cardinal, Crystal Shawanda, Julian Taylor, Burnstick, William Prince, and Leela Gilday. We also invite you to enjoy our Children's Showcase on Saturday at noon Eastern.
Alors, joignez-vous à nous demain soir à 20h, heure de l'Est, pour notre vitrine d'artistes autochtones en nomination, qui mettra en vedette 6 artistes incroyables. A.W. ou bien A.W. Cardinal, Crystal Shawanda, Julian Taylor, Burnstick, William Prince et Leela Gilday. Et ne manquez pas la vitrine des artistes finalistes pour l'album de l'année jeunesse, samedi à midi, heure de l'Est.
The Gala Award shows will be held over 2 nights, that would be Saturday and Sunday, at 8 Eastern, when the recipients will be announced, and 6 more amazing and diverse artists will perform each night. Details can be found at our website, which is folkawards.ca.
Alors, les galas de remise de prix se dérouleront sur 2 soirs, samedi et dimanche, à 20h, heure de l'Est. Dévoilement des lauréats et des lauréates et des prestations musicales, bien sûr, de 6 autres artistes en nomination par soir, tous fabuleux et diversifiés. Pour des détails, consultez le site web prixfolk.ca. merci de votre présence ce soir. Nous espérons que vous pourrez revenir demain soir et le reste de la semaine.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you've had a great time this evening. I hope you've joined us yesterday already, but if you haven't, you can check us out on Facebook or YouTube. You can also check us out at our website, folkawards.ca, where you'll be able to find links to the videos that are all the showcases and the awards videos as well. So we hope you can check us out, and we really appreciate that you are here tonight. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Moi qui voulais pas m'en mêler, demain ils vont mettre à l'encan les bancs, les lustres en or plaqué, puis mon amour depuis 30 ans. Moi qui jamais commis de péché, ça s'arrête aujourd'hui hélas, même si je connais le sort réservé aux petits bandits comme Barabbas. Saint-Pierre aura beau me juger, me faire la peau de l'autre côté. Cette nuit, je reviens avec mon camion, puis je ramène ma blonde à la maison.